Hey, it's Brendan Coyley from 3 Acres, and I wanted to talk about a sort of a new feature in the customizer for newer themes uh, in the custom section. Because we've now got sections and we've got blocks, there's all these new features that came along with Horizon that will slowly start to make its way into other themes. And one of them is, let me just back out of here, is these group blocks. So inside a section now, so if I were to go and try to add a new section, there is, for Horizon, there is layouts. So we have the option of divider, we have an option of spacer, but more importantly, we have this group block. And what this group block lets us do is it lets us nest other blocks in underneath it and create sort of really customized layouts. So if you've ever wanted a 3-column layout and you were struggling to get it, here is the way to do it. So when I go into this group block, it defaults to vertical, so it just stacks everything on top. But I want to say that the content in it should be horizontal direction, and that's what's going to line it up like this. And so what I've got here is I've got two groups inside of a single custom section that are both horizontal, that both have 3 images in it, which is super cool. But you're saying, Brendan, what if I want to add, and let's go in here and add it. Let's say I wanted to add a heading. Why, like, it appears next to it because we said horizontal. And that's where nesting of the blocks is really interesting, because we're not limited to a single group block. What we can do is we can come in here and we can put another group block in. There it is. And then we can stick an image in there. I'm just dragging it up, and then we can put the heading there. And now you can see that it has stuck the heading above the image, heading above the image. And so if I delete these other 2 blocks and we go in here and we duplicate and then we duplicate, you can see now that we have a 3-column layout where each column is its own group. This starts to get like complicated fast, group, column, whatever. And so one of the things I like to do is I like to go in here and rename this row. And you can go in here and you can rename it whatever you want. I might not rename this one, but if you wanted, you could do, column 1, for example. And you could go on down the line and do the other ones. And this means now you can add anything you want to those columns. So there's a button. Maybe you want to go in and maybe you want to center these things in here. So you can go into column and you can center everything inside the column. It's really quite powerful. And because there's things like generating blocks and there's things like custom making blocks and things like that, we can create blocks that you can then use in this way across the entire store. And really, the design layout is now up to you in terms of what you can do. So super powerful features in Horizon. It has made building with Horizon quite a lot of fun. I do know that as easy as it is that I've showed you here, you will have a little bit of a learning curve of, do I make a change on the section? Do I make a change on the row? Do I make a change on the column? Do I make a change in the block? But once you sort of figure out some of that early learning curve, this gets really fun and there's a lot of stuff that you can do. So let me know if that was helpful.